If you can't sit with silence and boredom, you'll never build anything meaningful. And before you go nuts in the comments, I'll explain why in the next minute. Think of boredom like a loading screen in a video game. The loading screen feels useless, but it's very essential and it's required. And a lot of people get bored in this moment, they don't care about it, and so they'll just quit the whole game. But the people who win just stay on the loading screen just a little bit longer. And if we're using the loading screen as the analogy for boredom, this is where focus starts to kick in and creativity starts to kick in as well. So if you never sit on the loading screen, you never sit with boredom and silence, you will never reach the depth of creativity you need to in order to be successful. But how can we boredom max ourselves? First, you have to change how you frame boredom in your own head. So you need to stop treating boredom like the plague, and you need to start treating it like a signal. To me, it means that my brain is done consuming and it wants to start producing now. It wants to start creating. So I believe successful people don't ignore this signal, they use it. And I believe one of the main reasons that successful people are where they're at today is because they can sit with boredom longer than the average person. Second, utilize boredom in the morning. If you follow my stuff, you know I'm very against the whole dopamine detox, but I am very fond of rising our dopamine levels slowly throughout the day. So what I like to do is schedule all my boring and needle-moving tasks in the first half of my day, the morning, and rush through it as fast as I can. The goal of this is that so as soon as noon hits, we can go back to our dopamine-hungry little goblin lives that we crave so bad. But before we go back to our lives, we have a solid productivity window in the morning fueled by boredom. And we get our big needle-moving task out of the way before we go to our goblin little hungry selves.